Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Raleigh, North Carolina. We are in Raleigh, North Carolina, if I'm saying that correctly. And the reason why we are here is because I am still heading back to Pennsylvania. I pulled off I-95 to get some gas, and as I was pumping my gas, I decided I wondered to myself, are there any interesting places maybe to thrift in the area? And I quickly hopped onto Google and I Googled thrift stores, and we had a Goodwill that showed up. So we're here in Raleigh, North Carolina to check out their Goodwill store. It looks like it's a smaller store, not exactly the biggest Goodwill I've ever seen, but as long as they have movies and maybe some cool toys and who knows what else to pick up, interesting things to take a look at, and maybe some interesting things to buy, I'll be happy. So we're gonna pop in here really quickly. I've never been to this store before. I don't think I've ever actually been to Raleigh, North Carolina before. I think this is a new one for me. So we're gonna pop in here quickly. We're gonna see what they have. Hopefully at least one good movie for my collection, maybe a good movie for the store. And I'm not gonna hold my breath, but hey, a Vinylmation, that'd be awesome. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, again, we're here. We're gonna check them out. We're gonna see what we can find. All right, so again, like I said, this is a much smaller store. Also, something else I'm not used to is the fact that there's no music thumping and blaring in here as there usually is in every Goodwill I go into. So not a whole heck of a lot to look at, but again, we're gonna see what we can find. All right, so it looks like this is pretty much gonna do it for the media section. Not exactly the largest selection of movies I've ever seen in a store. I'm really only seeing like one, maybe two Blu-rays. I don't even know what that is, so gonna pass on that. The Fault in Our Stars, not really a movie I'm into, and I'm thinking that's it for Blu-rays. As far as DVDs are concerned, looks like a whole bunch of fairly common stuff. I mean, here's the Spirit of St. Louis. Pretty awesome, but I don't need that. There's an Alfred Hitchcock VHS set here, which is pretty cool, but again, things I don't need. Parenthood Season 1, don't need. I really don't see anything I need at all. So at least they have. That's interesting and bootleggy looking. So they at least have some movies, but it's just a whole bunch of, like I said, rather common stuff. Nothing I actually really need. This is cool. The Best of Gallagher. I don't need it. I have that, but all right. They've got things, just, I'm thinking, not things I need. This is kind of awesome, but I just got rid of my copy of this because I really never watched it. It's a whole bunch of music videos. People like Alanis Morissette, Eric Clapton, Madonna, R.E.M. Really, really cool, interesting compilation of Warner Brothers music videos. I think this is cool. It's neat. It's interesting. I like a lot of the artists on here and a lot of the songs, but like I said, I just sold my copy of that. I got rid of it. I did not need it, so I'm not going to pick up yet another copy. All right, I'm thinking this is going to be a bust as far as movies are concerned. Like I said, I don't see anything I need. So I think, yeah, as far as movies go, nothing. I will give North Carolina this. They at least have fitting rooms as opposed to Florida, where they apparently don't want you to actually try on anything you might want to purchase. All right, toys. Even the toys seem to be a little bit lacking. Here's what is this? Oh, that's Mousetrap. Wow, they've changed the logo to Mousetrap since I was a kid. Still pretty much looks to be the same game, I think. Maybe a few changes here and there, but I'm thinking it's pretty much the same game. I loved playing this. Actually, that's a lie. I would occasionally play it. When I was a kid, 9 times out of 10, I would just set it up and let the trap happen over and over and over again. If you did that, leave your comments down below. I don't need Mousetrap. Gonna pass on it. I don't think I need any of this stuff. Here's a Frozen Play-Doh set, which is kind of maybe interesting. It's just like a Build-A-Bear chair for your bear, I guess, and an elephant, a pink dog, and a chicken that doesn't even that doesn't even work. So, okay, toys I think are also going to be a bust. They do at least have a fairly decent selection of, well, maybe not a fairly decent selection, but they have a lot of records to go through, though I don't really see anything. I mean, here's the Doris Day Christmas album. That's kind of cool, but not really a Christmas album I'm like dying to have or probably will ever really listen to. None of these really look to be in all that good of condition, unfortunately. I'm not really seeing anything. I'll skim through here quickly to see if anything jumps out at me. There's a lot to look through, but I'm thinking probably not much in the way of anything I want in the records either. Yeah, nothing in the records. I saw some interesting things, a couple of okay titles, but nothing I was dying to have, so no records either. I'm thinking this store is going to be a complete and total bust. There's a Star Wars The Force Awakens Finn action figure down here, or should I say doll. I mean, he's with the Barbie dolls, but I don't need that. I don't need the lighthouse. I don't need the weird flamingo purse thing. I don't think I need any of this. I do enjoy the oh, it's not even glass. That's like plastic. That is weird. I thought it was a big glass jug to put shells in, which would have been pretty cool. I could have got this for Sean to put his shells in, but it's like a weird, I don't even know what that is. It's a really thick plastic. I don't know, probably safer for a kid to have, but I don't know. It's kind of, it's weird. It's not super clear. It's kind of cloudy. So definitely gonna pass on that. Actually, it's got some kind of film on it. Now I need a bathroom or some hand sanitizer. I'd be lying though if I didn't say that I love this weird little love orange container. That is actually pretty cool. They're asking 59 cents on this, and they wrote directly on it. Actually, look, they write on all their stuff here. That is bizarre. So no stickers, no tags. They just take a Sharpie to everything. That is a weird way to do stuff. Can't say I've seen that before in a Goodwill. I think though I am gonna pass on the love orange. I don't need this, but maybe citrus is now becoming a thing I don't know. I'm attracted to now that I live in Florida. That's pretty cool. Again, I don't need it. I have no use for that whatsoever. So I'm going to pass, and I think I'm just gonna end up passing on everything. Am I really to the point where I'm so desperate now that I'm actually going through the artwork and all the pictures and whatnot in hopes of there just maybe being something interesting over here? I do dig the dolphin, I will say that, but yeah, I can't believe I'm going through all this now. There's nothing over here either. Okay, well, I see what some of you guys are saying when you tell me you're jealous of the Goodwills I shop at, and I think to myself, the Goodwills I go to aren't really all that good. They're better than this, so if this is your local Goodwill, I kind of feel bad for you. This is a very tiny little Goodwill, not much of anything going on in there. I'm sure they get something cool in every now and then. I'm not dissing this store. I always say if it's a thrift store, you should always go in because, yeah, maybe most of the time this store doesn't really have much to offer, but it's that one time you don't go in that the dude down the street, who's a big-time movie collector, he decided, I don't want to collect anymore, and all his Arrows and Scream Factories and Criterions and whatnot show up here in droves and boxes. So that's why you always got to check. But today it was a bust. However, we're not done. There is another Goodwill, also in North Carolina, about like 20 or so minutes down the road, still right off of 95. So I'm heading in that direction. I figured let's go check them out as well. Let's go see what they have. Maybe we'll have some better luck at that store. I'm hoping it's at least a little bigger. All right, so the good news is we've made it to our next Goodwill. Again, about 20 or so minutes down I-95. We are now here in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. I love this. I love the name of the town. I've actually been to this town once before to film something else, but to film a Muffler Man, a Paul Bunyan, I believe, with Babe the Blue Ox. Muffler Man, pretty awesome. Right off of 95. Anyway, only other time I've ever been to Rocky Mount, but I love the name of this town. Rocky Mount sounds cool. So anyway, good news is we're here at our next location. The bad news, this store doesn't look any bigger than the last store. It's a somewhat more tinier Goodwill. I'm hoping they have a much better selection of movies and just selection of anything at all. Otherwise, today is gonna be a bust because other than stopping to get gas, use a restroom, and get some food, after this, I've got to book it to Pennsylvania. I got something to do, hopefully, maybe possibly tonight. So, all right, we're gonna check this store out. We're gonna see what they have. Let's hope for the best. This store looks eerily similar to the last store we were in. It's like deja vu. The good news is, I think they have a much better movie section here. Now, granted, it might not be full of anything I need, but it looks bigger. Also, no music in this store. It's weird. Usually I complain about how loud these stores play their music, but when there's no music, it's actually kind of strange. It's like either it's too high or there's none at all. Nobody ever has quite figured out that middle level. But anyway, I'm gonna see what they have, and hopefully there's at least one movie here I want to pick up. This is kind of cool, but I'm not gonna pick it up. It's Julia Child, The Way to Cook, at last on DVD. That is interesting. I used to watch Julia Child on TV back in the day. Not enough really to warrant me buying anything of hers. I think I have like a documentary, and that's kind of all I need. Like the Frugal Gourmet, maybe I'd buy like a best of his DVD or something like that if there is one of those, because I used to watch him a lot more than Julia Child. This is cool though. That's pretty neat, but like I said, I don't really need it, so we'll leave it for somebody else. I have no idea what this is. The Flambards, if I'm saying that right, Flambards? I have no idea. The complete series as seen on PBS. Comments down below. Again, I've never seen it. I'm just going to end up passing on that. They have The Last Word. Don't really need that. It's cool to see it on Blu-ray, but I don't need it. And Dexter, the 4th season, also on Blu-ray. I actually have the entire series on Blu-ray in my collection in that really cool set that looks like a giant head or a giant bust. It's pretty awesome, but I will be honest with you guys, I've never seen a single episode of this show. I know. One of these days, I'll actually watch Dexter. Danielle says it's a fantastic show. She loves it. She's seen it. But me, I haven't got around to actually watching it yet. I've actually never heard of Necessary Roughness, the TV show, the series. I know the movie, but I did not know there was a TV show. I'm guessing it has nothing to do with the movie whatsoever, just another football show. So they use the name. Comments down below. Any good? I'm just gonna pass on that. There's a couple more Blu-rays here. Though I'm thinking nothing I necessarily need. Although this is pretty cool. Gentleman's Agreement on Blu-ray. I have this movie. Do I have it on Blu-ray though? I don't know if I have it on Blu-ray. I know I own it. I think it's one of those movies that I haven't decided yet as to whether or not I'm keeping or not keeping. I'm going to double check if I don't have this on DVD, or if I have it on DVD, if I don't have it on Blu-ray. I don't know. I might pick this up. All right, so checked my list, and turns out I do actually have this very same exact copy already in my collection, so I don't need that. All right, well, again, they have a much better selection here, but as of thus far, just nothing I actually need. Wow, so I'm thinking this whole thing is going to be a bust. I don't see anything else I want to pick up. They have a couple more movies down here, some more Blu-rays like Wonder Woman, and you know what, maybe this I want to pick up, The Woman King. I remember when this came out, and I heard kind of a mixed things on this, so I never bothered to pick it up or check it out. So maybe for what, $2 $2. I'm going to assume. I don't think E is their price, so I'm going to assume for maybe like $2. I don't see any pricing here whatsoever. I'm thinking I might want to pick this up and check it out. I'm curious about this. I was curious when it came out. Again, heard not the best things, even though it is certified fresh. I don't know. Have you guys heard better things? Have you seen this? Is it better than I've heard? I'm thinking for like $2, maybe I'll finally pick this up and check it out just to finally watch it. That's the thing I'm going to start doing. This might not make it into my collection, but I still want to buy stuff, even though I might see a movie and go, oh, like I don't think I would actually ever add this to my collection, but it's a new movie. I want to check it out. I'll still buy it just to see it and then trade it into to the video game movie dome or sell it on eBay or Mercari or something like that. Why did I say eBay? I don't have an eBay store. I haven't done eBay in years. I might sell it on Mercari or something like that, or my my Instagram store. So I'm still going to pick up random things. And I think I'm going to pick this up. This is actually awesome. It's We Are the World, the story behind the song, the 20th anniversary special edition release. I already own this, so I don't need it. They're asking, is that their price? $199? No, it's, what's Trade It? Where's Trade It located? I'm going to have to Google that and look into that. Anyway, this is cool. This is awesome. I do have this actually in my collection. This didn't make it into the collection. It made the cut, so this is cool, but again, I have it. I don't need it. And there is one biography documentary here. This is Mother Teresa, A Life of Devotion. Pretty awesome. Normally, I would have bought something like this a couple of months ago. I absolutely would have picked this up because it's a biography documentary I don't have, but now I'm trying to just stick to ones that I really, really want to absolutely have in my collection. And Mother Teresa, I mean, she's great and all, but I don't really need a biography on her. All right, so I'm thinking that's going to do it for the movies. I don't really see anything else I want to pick up over here. Again, they have a fairly decent selection. It's just mostly stuff I either already have or just things I don't want. And going through the CDs, it's kind of the same. Some interesting and some good music. It's just music I either already have or don't want, with the exception maybe of this, the Essential Neil Diamond. Now this, I totally would have picked up for my collection. It's a 2-disc set loaded with his classic songs, but unfortunately, it's missing disc 1, so I'm gonna have to pass on this. That would have been a cool find. I totally would have picked this up. Again, Neil Diamond, one of those artists where I really have no interest in owning all his like different albums, but a best of I would totally pick up. So that's a shame. I would have bought that, but obviously with it missing a disc, I'm gonna have to pass. And unfortunately, I'm thinking the records are also going to be a bust. I don't really see anything in here I want. Lots of gospel, lots of weird Christmas music. I say weird because it's just not music that I'm really familiar with or want to pick up. So I don't know, maybe some interesting records, but no records that I'm actually interested in. All right, so yeah, that is going to do it for the media section. Just the one Blu-ray here, but I'm happy I picked this up. Again, I've been wanting to see this, so hopefully it's better than I've heard. I'm going to grab it, but again, that's going to do it for media. Now into their tiny little toy section. I'm thinking probably no Vinylmations. Yeah, definitely not seeing any Vinylmations, but they do have yet another elephant. That's interesting. Also, the Lion King game is kind of cool. I'm gonna pass on that, but that is somewhat tempting. They've got a Pink Lady's jacket. Actually, they have the plastic for a Pink Lady's jacket. Not sure what's happening there. Maybe somebody stole it, or they're just trying to sell the plastic container. I do not know. But I don't. Ooh, wait, hold on. Look at that. That is cool. If that has tags, or if I had anywhere to put this, I would probably pick up the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That is really cool. I like it. Ooh, although I would say somebody's been toasting him, but that's probably something else way more disgusting. You know what? I'm actually going to pass on that. It's pretty cool looking. I dig it. I don't know where I would put it. I have no place to put it in the library, so I'm just going to pass. Also, again, I don't know what that is, but brown stains on white plush always kind of scare me. I definitely have a soft spot in my heart for these glass Christmas containers. My mom used to have a ton of these. I remember putting, I think, candy in them. If I'm not mistaken, I'm picturing these with Hershey Kisses and peanut M&Ms, all the Christmas colored ones. I swear we used to do that back in the day. These are awesome. I definitely, again, have a soft spot in my heart for these. I like the one with the snowmen, but look at the holly leaf one. That is really cool for $1.99. Again, they weirdly write on all their stuff here. This is the one I'm most tempted to pick up, but I don't know. Do we really need this? I think I just bought one of these somewhat recently as well. I don't remember what it looked like. I think it was maybe licensed or something like that for some company or something. I forget. This is cool though. I am very tempted to pick this up, but I guess we don't really need it. It looks to be in pretty good condition. It's really dirty. It needs to be cleaned, but otherwise in fairly decent condition. I don't know. It's cool, but I'm just gonna pass. All right, this is actually pretty awesome to see. It's a VHS-C video system, a camcorder. That is awesome. Still has its like charging brick. Maybe somewhere in here in one of these pockets, there's maybe possibly some batteries. It's not in the best condition. Plus, I don't really collect for VHS-C. Not that I really collect Video 8 either. I don't really buy those and or collect those anymore. So I really don't need any more camcorders. If this was a Video 8 camcorder with outputs, it would be tempting to pick up, but I have like 2 or 3 of them at this point, and I don't use the ones I have. So this is cool. Awesome to see. Should I start vlogging on a VHS-C camcorder? I'm sure I could find some blank tapes somewhere. That is pretty awesome. I'm gonna pass on it, but man, remember the days when we didn't all have 1080, or should I no, at this point 4K cameras in our pockets? Yeah, this is what you used to have to carry around. Kids, things were tough back in the 80s and 90s. All right, so I'm thinking that's gonna do it for this store as well. I don't really see anything else I want to pick up, although I do enjoy the rainbow piñata. That's interesting. And look at the pineapple. So yeah, something about the fruit is speaking to me. I think the new Floridian in me is coming out. The basketball is kind of neat. Look at is that a big corn container? That's kind of cool as well. So definitely some interesting things here. Much better than the other Goodwill we were just at, but unfortunately, again, not really much in the way of anything I need to pick up. Although the skull cup is kind of cool. That is interesting. Oh, and the Halloween one. The last thing we need are more cups. But look at the. Oh, I thought it was Barbie. It just says bride. Never mind. If that said Barbie, that might actually be kind of tempting to pick up. But all right. So again, they have some interesting things here. But I'm honestly thinking it's just going to be the Woman King. Like I said, I've been wanting to see this. I was intrigued by this when it came out. So, all right, at least I found something. Again, we're not in Florida, so they do have changing rooms here. I'm kind of tempted to start going through the clothing, but I can't right now. Again, I have to be getting back to Pennsylvania. I don't really have time to be going through all the racks and trying on clothes. These have to be very, very quick trips. So, as tempting as it is, because man, I love seeing those changing rooms. I think it's just gonna be this. What in the heck is this thing here for $9.99, for $10? I don't know what this is, and I don't want to touch it. Also, it's got some weird scent coming off it, which can't be good. I don't know what this is. I mean, obviously it's some kind of like exercise equipment, but why does it look like that? Why does it smell the way it does? And what do you do? What kind of exercises do you do on this? You know what? Scratch that. I don't think I want to know. All right, yeah, that I'm obviously passing on. However, I'm not a smoker. Danielle is not a smoker. We don't smoke. We don't condone smoking. But I'd be lying if I were to say I didn't want this. This is cool. They are only asking $29.99 for this amazing owl ashtray thing. I mean, this is really really cool. For $30, this is extremely tempting to pick up. I could see this being in somebody's like grandma's house back in the day. This is really cool. If this was in better condition, I think I might have actually bought this and repurposed it, done something else with it, but you can see it's pretty well chipped up. It's not in the best condition. Some of the owl's ears aren't too good. Again, the wings and the feathers aren't so great. It's not in perfect condition. With that being said though, it's not in like terrible condition either. I don't know. That is tempting for $30. I don't know what I would do with it, but I mean, it's owls. It's really cool looking. I could repurpose this into something else or whatever. Just a decorative ashtray, even though nobody in the family smokes. I don't know. It's awesome. All right, so yeah, that is going to do it for the Goodwills here in this sort of area of North Carolina off of 95. Not the greatest Goodwills I've been to, not the largest Goodwills I've been to, not the best selections in these Goodwills I've ever seen, but I do enjoy the pricing because this Blu-ray, after tax, was only $1.06, 99 cents for this, or $1 for this, or whatever for this. It was super crazy, ridiculously cheap. Yeah, 99 cents for the Blu-ray. 99 cents for this. That is awesome. That's a fantastic deal for a Blu-ray. But all right, guys, that is gonna do it. The good news is I was given a tip by two ladies inside there that right down the street is another thrift store. Unfortunately, I do not have time to hit that up today. Again, I gotta get back to Pennsylvania, trying to get there by at least a somewhat decent time this evening. But however, that does give me somewhere to stop at, maybe on the way back down to Florida, because apparently the store down the street is way better than the Goodwills. The ladies were telling me. They said they have a much better selection of like everything and the pricing's fantastic. So we're gonna check them out at some point. Not today, unfortunately. Gotta get back to Pennsylvania. Gotta get up to Pennsylvania, but we will check them out at some point. Anyway, all right, guys, that is gonna do it. So if you've ever been to the Raleigh, North Carolina Goodwill, or the Rocky Mount, North Carolina Goodwill, leave your comments down below. If you've ever had some amazing finds at these stores, either of these two locations, leave your comments down below. Want to hear from you guys, but again, I gotta get to Pennsylvania, so that's gonna do it. So as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro rest stop t-shirts and hoodies and stickers and buttons and hats and all kinds of cool stuff like that. And also hit that join button and become a member of this channel. All that stuff helps support the show and it keeps the show going. So I really do appreciate the support. Really do appreciate the support. Appreciate everything. Appreciate the help. It really does help out. It really does mean a whole heck of a lot to me, guys. So, all right, if you guys watch this video all the way and to the very end, hashtag one single Blu-ray. So that's all I picked up, but again, for 99 cents, awesome. So hashtag one single Blu-ray. If you guys watch this video all the way and to the very end. All right, guys, like I said, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video from Pennsylvania, hopefully. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. Bye. Wait a minute, hold on. We're not quite done yet because I'm in Virginia now and had to pull over to get gas. So I'm here in Chester, Virginia. Stopped into yet another Goodwill that I was just happening to drive past, and I'm finding nothing here either. They actually have a fairly decent media section, a whole entire display here full of DVDs, a couple of Blu-rays, CDs, even a couple of VHS tapes, but there is nothing I need. So, all right, that's it. I'm officially done for the day. I quit for the day. No more thrifting because for the most part, I'm pretty much coming up empty-handed. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, I tried. All right, bye.